Welcome back to the EYE's Universal Insight on You, the latest news from around the world. This is gonna blow your mind. After years of trade wars and pandemic disruptions, it seemed American companies were done with China. The story was about bringing manufacturing home and breaking away from our biggest economic rival. But beneath the headlines, a quiet shift is underway. US firms are moving back into China almost unnoticed. This isn't a retreat. It's a strategic recalibration, driven by economic realities, not politics. The same companies that pledged to diversify are now deepening their roots in China. This silent return challenges the narrative of decoupling and forces us to ask, was leaving China ever truly possible? Today we reveal why American businesses are quietly returning to the dragon's den, and why it might have been inevitable all along. The first reason for this return? China's unmatched supply chain dominance. Decoupling sounded good on paper, but replicating China's manufacturing ecosystem proved nearly impossible. China isn't just a collection of factories, it's a dense, hyper-efficient network built over decades. Need a new prototype? In Shenzhen, it's ready in 24 hours because every supplier is nearby. The infrastructure, skilled labor, and logistics are integrated in a way no other country can match. Apple's much-publicized moves to India and Vietnam, they're hedges, not replacements. Core operations remain in China. The attempt to diversify only highlighted how deeply embedded and efficient China's system is. Leaving wasn't just expensive. For many products, it was nearly impossible. The world's factory floor can't be relocated overnight. The gravitational pull of China's supply chain is simply too strong. Companies found that the operational reality trumped political rhetoric. The silent return is a testament to China's irreplaceable manufacturing power. For now, the world still runs on, made in China. The second force? The harsh economics of reshoring. Made in America ran into sky-high labor costs and a shortage of skilled workers. Companies faced expensive training, higher raw material costs, and endless regulatory hurdles. Meanwhile, China stabilized costs and rolled out new incentives, tax breaks, subsidies, and grants. The financial drain of reshoring made China's efficiency look essential for survival. For public companies, the math was simple. Patriotism couldn't outweigh profitability. The dream of bringing manufacturing home collided with economic reality. The result? A quiet but decisive return to China. Forget the old image of China as a low-cost assembler. China is now a high-tech powerhouse, investing in automation, AI-driven factories, and advanced infrastructure. It dominates green energy, electric vehicles, and battery technology. For American companies in these sectors, not being in China means falling behind. The return isn't just about cost, it's about accessing cutting-edge innovation. To build the products of tomorrow, you have to be where the technology is. China is no longer just the world's factory, it's the world's high-tech lab. Ignoring that is a strategic mistake. The next factor? China's massive consumer market. The strategy is shifting from made in China to made for China. China's middle class, over 400 million strong, is a bigger market than the US itself. For brands like Apple, Tesla, and Starbucks, China is often the largest or fastest growing market. Serving Chinese consumers from outside the country proved costly and ineffective. To win in China, companies need to be on the ground, adapting products and manufacturing locally. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory is a prime example, built for China, dominating the EV market there. The return is about more than supply chains, it's about demand. Companies can't afford to abandon their biggest growth engine. Being in China is now a prerequisite for global success. Geopolitics may be loud, but corporate pragmatism is louder behind closed doors. Politicians talk tough, but companies quietly adapt, guided by market fundamentals, not headlines. The US and China are deeply intertwined. Business can't be severed by rhetoric alone. Companies expand discreetly, avoiding PR backlash while protecting their interests. Quiet diplomacy and backdoor lobbying keep business flowing even as tensions rise. The incentives for staying in China, efficiency, technology, market size, outweigh the risks. The silent return is about economic reality triumphing over political narrative. Companies are betting that pragmatism will outlast the political storm. They don't need to advertise their return, the results show up in their profits. In the end, fundamentals win. What about alternatives like Vietnam, India, or Mexico? These countries were hyped as replacements, but reality fell short. Vietnam's infrastructure buckled, India's bureaucracy slowed progress, and Mexico lacked China's supplier depth. None could match China's scale, speed, or integration. Most companies still rely on Chinese components even when assembling elsewhere. The China Plus One strategy became a complement, not a replacement. The attempt to diversify only underscored China's unique role. Many firms are now quietly reinvesting in China to stabilize production. The detour was educational, but the main road still runs through China. The China comeback wasn't loud, it was strategic. Decoupling made headlines, but pragmatism drives decisions. The silent return proves the power of China's supply chains, market, and innovation. The world isn't as simple as the headlines suggest. The great decoupling became a great recalibration. Leaving China was always temporary, a strategic pause, not a permanent exit. Understanding this is key to seeing where the global economy is truly headed.